Welcome to Image TV. I am King Image. This is podcast King Image Spits Knowledge and Wisdom. Check it out. Last video we spoke about how to prepare. Trust the process. Last video we talked about trust the process, how to trust the process. This video we're talking about how to be prepared in and out of storms. Let me say it again. How to prepare in and out of the storms. What are storms? Let me tell you, storms are the things that come into your life that arise as problems. They give you stress. They give you anxiety. You're like, what is going on? More bills. Why is they higher this week? More bills. Why I thought I had to just put gas in my tank. Trust the process is what we spoke about in the last video. So if you haven't seen the last video, go check it out. This we talking about how to prepare in and out of storms. And the first thing you gotta do is you gotta see the problem and fix it if possible. Because some problems, it ain't gonna be possible for you to fix at the time. So you're gonna have to put it in the schedule or put it on your to-do list so you can do it when it's time to do it. You feel me? So problems gonna come in your life. Deal with it. Stop complaining about it. Because complaining about it ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse. Why? Because not only you got a problem, now you got ill intentions about the problem. Now it's messing with your heart. Now you're gonna start procrastinating. Why? Because you too worried about the problem instead of solving it. See, you gotta understand how to prepare in and out of the storms. This is during a storm. How to prepare during a storm is when everything is going haywire. You need to sit down and see the problem that you are causing in your life. Don't blame anything outside of yourself, because as soon as you start blaming anything outside of yourself, that's when the problem grows bigger. And now you insecure. Now you got all these ailments coming to stress you out. You gotta prepare in the storm. See, my problem was I didn't know what preparation was until somebody broke it down like, okay, before you eat, what do? You cook, right? Before you cook it, what do? You go to the stove and you go buy the motherfucking products, don't you? And when you go buy the products, you get to the crib and what do? You gotta because the ingredients, you gotta put them together in certain ways. But if you got kids, if you got a husband, if you got all these to do things in your household, how you gonna be able to cook? So now you got a problem. In the midst of a storm, chaos is around you. It might not be bad chaos, it might not be extreme as my life, but it's still something that makes you procrastinate. And you gotta see the problem and fix it. Secondly, you have to know that you are stronger than you think. It ain't that hard. Whatever you going through, it's not that bad because it was there to strengthen you. And afterwards, look how strong you got. Acknowledge what the storms are doing to you. Because once you acknowledge your storm, then you can be able to see that you're stronger than anything that is thrown at you. You got to understand that the Father said, anything that comes into your paths comes around you. I put it there for a purpose. I put it there for a purpose, by a purpose, because you are put on this earth for a purpose. If you're watching this video, you're here for a purpose. You got a purpose. And the third thing, you have to stick to the fundamentals. No matter how hard it get, no matter how much stuff come around, no matter how much money you get, you got to stick to the fundamentals. Because the fundamentals is what got you there. That foundation is what got you there. The last 9 videos is what got you there. So you got to stick to the fundamentals daily, daily, daily. Don't procrastinate on the things that you want to see in your future. We showing you how to build a better version of you in your future. So 5 to 10 to 20 years from now, you can look back on yourself like, dang, okay. Look how he looking. Look how his speech then upgraded. Look how confident he is. You got to see it in yourself. You got to know that you're stronger than you think you are. And once you understand, you got to tap into a higher source. Let me tell you, you got to tap into a higher source that's higher than yourself. Why? Because if you don't, how you going to know your purpose on life? This is a journey to finding your purpose. What is your purpose? Then you got to bottle it up and see how you're going to dish it out. How you going to give it, because your purpose is to give to the world. Because if you're not giving to the world, everybody's missing the piece of God that God put in you. Because the Father said, I put a piece of myself in every one of you. Now and today, this is the time where you realize your talent, your power. Realize that you are better. You think better. Your heart loves better. You walk better. You look better. You feel better. You got to have that energy every day. Even if you don't have the energy, you got to build the energy and it'll come to you. Nothing comes to you easy. And if it comes to you easy, it's a lie. You got to believe what you do 1,000%, forget 100, 120, do 1,000%, because you know what you're capable of doing. And you can solve any problem that arises in your vicinity, in your mind. That's a storm in your mind, because the outer is the evidence of what's going on in the inner. Inner where, Chris? Your mind and your heart, where your soul and your spirit reside. This is your temple, and you got to treat it right. If you don't treat it right, you're going to feel groggy at night, and you ain't going to have nothing but nightmares, so you ain't going to sleep at night. Now you got to get up and go to work. It's the storm. Stick to the fundamentals. Know that you are stronger, that you think smarter, that you are better than you think you are. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that. I am better than I think I am. I am better than I think I am. I am better than I think I am, because we always are worst critics. And then last and not least, stick to the fundamentals and keep it pushing. Thanks for tuning in to Image, Spits, Knowledge, and Wisdom. I'm King Image, and thanks for tuning in to Image TV. Peace.